Are the Los Angeles Lakers about to make a game-changing move this summer? With rumors swirling about a potential trade that could bring a seasoned big man to LA, fans are on the edge of their seats. Imagine a front court that combines elite scoring and rebounding, making the Lakers a formidable force in the West. If this deal goes through, it could reshape our season and set the stage for a championship run. Don't miss out on any updates. Make sure to subscribe and hit that like button to stay in the loop on all things Lakers. As the dust settles on another thrilling season, the buzz around the Los Angeles Lakers continues to grow, especially with rumors swirling about a potential deal that could send Nikola Vucevic from the Chicago Bulls to Los Angeles. I've got to say, this proposed trade has me feeling a mix of excitement and cautious optimism. According to Bleacher Report's Greg Swartz, a deal could look like this. The Bulls would receive Rui Hachimura, Shake Milton, and a second-round pick in 2025, while we'd get Vucevic in return. Now, let's break this down. Vucevic may not be the perfect fit alongside LeBron James, but he is undeniably an upgrade over Jackson Hayes. We're talking about a player who can consistently put points on the board and contribute with solid rebounding and passing. He's a proven scorer, and having him as a reliable third or fourth option could take some pressure off LeBron and Anthony Davis, especially as they look to make another deep playoff run. On the flip side, Hachimura is a young talent who's been lighting it up from three-point range. Statistically, he's shooting 41% from beyond the arc this season. That's the kind of shooting we desperately need to stretch the floor and create space for our stars. Hachimura is 27 years old, fitting perfectly into the Lakers' timeline as they look to balance both veteran leadership and younger talent. Imagine him playing alongside our pass-first guards. He could thrive, and it could be a win-win for both teams. But here's where it gets really interesting. Shake Milton is also part of this trade. He's a versatile player who can contribute in multiple ways. Adding him to our roster could enhance our depth, giving us more options off the bench. The combination of Hachimura and Milton could help rejuvenate our roster and inject some much-needed youth and energy, aligning with the Lakers' vision for the future. I can't help but feel that moving Vucevic would be a smart organizational decision for the Bulls. They're clearly in a rebuilding phase, and this trade would net them some young talent and a future pick. For the Lakers, we'd get a seasoned player in Vucevic, who can help us compete now. But we'd also gain two younger players who could develop further under our system. Head coach Billy Donovan has already hinted at experimenting with a double big lineup if the opportunity arises, especially with the addition of Zach Collins from the Levine trade. This could open up some intriguing possibilities, particularly with Vucevic's ability to space the floor. I mean, just think about it. Having two big men on the court who can shoot and rebound could create mismatches for our opponents and allow us to play a more versatile style. And let's not overlook Trey Jones, who came over in the Levine trade. Donovan has been raving about Jones, calling him a winner with an impressive competitive spirit. At just 25 years old, he's shown flashes of brilliance and could be a key contributor moving forward. But here's the kicker. Jones will be an unrestricted free agent this summer, which means we might face stiff competition to keep him. If we can manage to retain him, it could solidify our backcourt depth even further. But I have to ask, do you think this was the best decision? Honestly, I'm torn. While it's exciting to think about the potential of bringing in Vucevic, I'm also aware that we need to be cautious about our long-term strategy. The Lakers have always been about winning now, but we can't lose sight of building for the future either. So, Lakers fans, what do you think? Can a deal for Vucevic elevate our title chances, or do you think we should hold off and focus on developing the young talent we already have? I want to hear your opinions down below. Are you excited about the prospect of Hachimura and Milton joining our squad? Or do you think we should steer clear of this trade? The Los Angeles Lakers are once again making waves in the NBA with a daring trade proposal that could change the course of their season. The buzz around the league suggests a blockbuster deal that would send Austin Reeves and Jared Vanderbilt to the Dallas Mavericks in exchange for Klay Thompson and Daniel Gafford. Now, as a passionate Lakers fan, I have to say this trade is both intriguing and a bit gut-wrenching. First off, let's talk about Austin Reeves. The kid has been a revelation for our team, averaging nearly 19 points, 5.9 assists, and 4.3 rebounds this season. He's not just a role player. He's shown he can step up and carry the load when needed. Losing him would be a blow to our roster, no doubt. But when you look at the potential return of Thompson, it does make you pause. Thompson, a three-time champion and one of the greatest shooters in NBA history, brings an offensive spark that could complement LeBron James and Luka Doncic beautifully. Now, you might be wondering, is this really the best decision for the Lakers? Honestly, I'm torn. On one hand, Clay's experience and championship pedigree could elevate our chances of contending for another title. His ability to space the floor and knock down shots would be invaluable, especially with a playmaker like Doncic drawing defenses. But on the other hand, Reeves represents a younger, cost-controlled asset that you typically don't just give away lightly. And let's not forget about Daniel Gafford. He's a player who can provide that much-needed rim protection and rebounding that we've been lacking. With averages of 12.3 points, 6.9 rebounds, and 1.9 blocks this season, Gafford could fit right in alongside Anthony Davis, giving us that defensive backbone we need to compete against the best teams in the league. The combination of Gafford and Thompson could truly reshape our roster into a more balanced unit, one that brings both defensive grit and offensive firepower. But then there's the question of whether this trade actually benefits the Mavericks, more in the long run. They'd be getting a young star in Reeves who can potentially lead their backcourt while waiting for Kyrie Irving to recover. Pairing him with Jared Vanderbilt, who offers versatility and defensive prowess, could give Dallas the boost they need as they navigate through a challenging season. It feels like the Lakers might be giving up more value than they're getting back, which raises some eyebrows. The stakes are high, and as fans, we're all riding an emotional roller coaster with every trade rumor that surfaces. The thought of losing Reeves is tough, but if this trade allows the Lakers to make a serious championship push, then maybe it's worth the gamble. After all, we've seen how quickly windows of opportunity can close in this league, especially with LeBron James in the twilight of his career. We need to maximize these last few years of his prime. Nico Harrison, the Mavericks GM, could potentially save face with this deal. It's a move that could keep Dallas competitive while Kyrie heals, giving them a fighting chance in a challenging Western Conference. But for us, the question remains, are Gafford and Thompson enough to make up for the loss of a budding star like Reeves? And you, what do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. Do you believe this trade would put the Lakers in a better position to contend for a title? Or are we risking too much by letting go of Reeves? The debate is wide open, and I'm eager to engage with all of you passionate Lakers fans. If you're as invested in this Lakers season as I am, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for all the latest updates. Don't forget to activate the notification bell to get all the latest updates. Let's keep the conversation going and see where this wild ride takes us.